Hello, everyone. My name is Ray, and welcome back to the case study with me. Let's start the case. This case is from our neighboring country, Bangladesh. On August 28, 2023, a boy called his mother. His voice was very scared, and he spoke to his mother in a trembling voice. This boy said to his mother that some people had kidnapped me and he was being beaten very badly. Before his mom got a chance to understand anything, the boy disconnected his call, and then again a call came from the same number, but this time her son was not talking. And the next words that she heard from that call change every family's life completely. So let's learn something more about today's case. Revolve around Shibli Sadiq Hridoy. Shibli Sadiq was 18 years old, and he was born in Chittagong, Bangladesh. Shibli belonged to a very poor family, where his father, MD Shafiq, was a truck driver, and his mother, Nahida Akhtar, was a housewife. Since childhood, Shibli was very fond of reading, and he had big dreams about his life. To complete this, he started working at a very young age. I already said that he was from a very poor background, where her financial condition was very bad. So after studies, at the same time, he worked to pay his college fees, and he started working at a poultry farm, which was a short distance from his home. He started this job at a very young age. Still, he was good at this work. He was doing such a good work there, so that the owner of the poultry farm made him a manager from worker. So after getting this position, Shibli was doing this work properly, responsibly, and truthfully. Along with that, now he was also saving money for his studies. He was now earning so much money that his fees would have been paid if he had continued working, and his family would have also been helped at home. He was not saving anything for himself, because according to his family, friends, his neighbors, he was a very sweet and sincere boy. While working in the poultry farm, he had become some friends. But all his friends were 5 to 6 years older than him, but still they used to work on low posts below Shibli because he was an educated boy. Shibli was very serious about his work, and he always made sure that his work was done. While other people should also work honestly, but due to this sincerity, sometimes he used to fight with his own friends in the farm. These are not big fights. All these fights took place inside the farm itself. He used to get resolved that before when he came back home. Shibli's job were going well. He still had time in his college, so he used go to work every morning, work all day, manage everything, and come back in the evening. So on the morning of 28th of August 2023, he used to work like every day. While following his daily routine, he went to work in the morning and did his duty like every day. But Shibli did not return home that night because his family members kept waiting for him. Because it had happened earlier also that sometimes he himself had to work at night. Then they thought that perhaps the same thing might be happening even today. Something have happened in the night. Some shipment might have arrived. That's why our son is late. But slowly as time passed, so the tension of his family members and it was increasing. And after it was very late in the night, around 11 to 12 p.m., when he did not return home, his family members called him. But he was not picking up the call, and his parents still thinking, positively only, that our son will come back home. But then the night passed, and the next morning came. Shibli still did not come back home. So his family members were tensed, and they were asking in the neighborhood whether he had seen our son or not. After that, they were also calling the farm owner's phone to try to see if they knew where our son was, but his phone was not going through. So now, since everything was happening negatively, they were tensing up more. They were about to leave home and go to his son's farm when mother got a call. This call was made by Shibli himself, but he was very frightened. He told his mother that some people have kidnapped me and I was inside a car for 12 hours. These people were beating me a lot and now I am in a somewhere shed. Before Shibli could say anything more to his mother, the phone suddenly got disconnected. Now, one more thing. He was the only child, so you guys can understand how much tension his parents would be in. So his mom got into a panic and started calling back on his son's own number, and he disconnects suddenly. And also, she stopped calling. Now, she was getting ready to leave the house. Then she got another call from the same number, and this time, the voice was completely different. On the other side of call, a person said, "Your son Shibli is in our custody at this time. We have kidnapped him. And if you want his safety, then do not call again and do not even try to inform the police." After that, the kidnapper who called said that if you want Shibli back alive, then arrange 15 lakh taka, and when and where will the money be given? They will tell further on the call. And after saying this, call got disconnected before her mother could say anything. Taka is the currency of Bangladesh. And as I told you in the beginning, that Shibli's family is very poor. So he had 15 lakh taka, did not even have 1 lakh taka. This was impossible to collect so much money for his parents, but it was a question of his son's life. So they started collecting money for 3 days. Thai tried everything from his neighbor. They asked money from his relatives, felt embarrassed, but still, it was for his son. But even after literally begging for 3 days, he could not collect so much money. So on 31st August 2023, these kidnappers again called their mom and dad, and they told them directly that we could not collect 15 lakh taka. And the kidnappers also knew that they would not be able to collect so much money. The kidnappers knew about his financial condition. The kidnappers and Shibli's parents then made an agreement. Although normally kidnappers do not do this, but still they made an agreement, and he said that if you do not have 15 lakh taka, then bring us 2 lakh taka. And his family members started saying that we will not be able to collect even 2 lakh taka. This is a huge amount. It is a lot of money. Then it's okay. Then you will not get your son back. So Shibli's mom and dad said, okay, then don't get angry. We will do it. We not let our son. So don't do anything. And he asked 4 more days from the kidnapper. Like I said, 2 lakh taka was also a huge amount for Shibli's family, but they did not have time to think about all this. Whatever money they had collected, they kept it with themselves, and after that went to beg from the shopkeepers. They were begging for money. They were begging for their son's life, but after reaching out from it, door to door, they finally managed to collect 2 lakh taka, and after that, they were just waiting for the call of kidnappers. On the afternoon of 4th September, a call came from the kidnappers, and they told a place and said that have to reach there with the money, and then again. He threatened them that if they told anything to the police, they would kill their son. So now Shibli's family did not want to risk anything, so straight after the call, they immediately took the money and reached that place. They stayed there for a while, made to wait, and then 2 people came there. They were wearing masks on their faces, and both of them took the money and left from there. And while leaving, they said that you will get your son at home. Only Shibli's father had gone to give this money, so he was happy that finally his son is safe. He quickly went back home and saw that his son was still not at home, so he asked his wife Nahida where his son was. Hearing this, Nahida got scared. She was crying. So Shibli's father explained everything to his wife, and after that, both of them kept waiting at the door till evening for their son. They kept encouraging each other that we have given the money, done everything. Now our son will come back. We just need to wait. His demand has been fulfilled. Perhaps he might have got stuck in traffic somewhere. They were doing like this since the evening. Now it was night, but there was no sign of Shibli. 3 days had passed, and even 2 kidnappers had refused to call Shibli's phone. Shibli's father still called his phone because it had been so many days that his parents had no option. They just calling on their son's phone. Now almost 10 days since he was kidnapped. Now it's getting quite difficult. So on 28th September, Shibli's parents in the evening, after giving up everything, he thought it best to go to the local police station. He went there and explained entire story to police, whatever was happening to him in the last 10 days. The policemen were obviously angry after hearing this as to why he did not tell them about this incident in the first place. Then they understand what a parent might be going through. After that, the police collected all the details of Shibli at one place, and after registering an FIR, investigation started. Police starts tracking and start knowing everything about him. How was he in college? How was he with his friends on the way? Family? But through investigation, it came to light that Shibli was really a good boy. He never fought with anyone, never abused anyone. But during the police investigation, Shibli's mother Nahida remembered one thing. Shibli had once said that 2 months ago, while working at a poultry farm, he had a fight with the 6 boys who were inside the farm. This fight was resolved later, so Shibli did not pay much attention to this. But after hearing this, police started going after this clue, and without wasting any time, they reached there straight away. As soon as they reached the farm, and police caught 6 workers who had fought with Shibli, and they started investigating them. At the time of initial investigation, these people kept proving themselves innocent. But at the end, when the police came under pressure, then 4 of 6 accused, whose names were Umang Ching Marma, Sui Chingum Marma, Angtam Mama, and Yuktami Mama, came forward. After which, the police arrested these people for kidnapping charges, and still 2 names were unknown. After this, the police asked them about the location of Shibli, but they were not saying a single word. And then after keeping them in jail for many days, and a lot of torture. Finally, some of them opened their mouths. On the 11th of September, they started telling everything. Explain how on the night of 28th August, they planned when Shibli was going back home to take revenge. They first kidnapped Shibli. Basically, their plan was that they would beat him, torture him, and then take some money from the family. Then they will leave it. Everything was going according to the plan. These people were also going to get money. But during this time, Shibli had seen the faces of these people, and now they thought that he has come to know everything, that we have kidnapped him. Even if we leave him, he will still go and tell everything to the police, and we will be arrested. So to save himself, he hit Shibli many times with the knife, due to which he lost blood and died instantly. Till now, the police and family were thinking that this was a case of kidnapping, but now it was confirmed that was not kidnapping, but a murder. Then the police asked them about Shibli's body, in response to which they said that after killing Shibli, they had cut his body and threw it on Rogan Hill. The police went with these people to that hill, and after descending a little, they actually found body parts there. The worst thing was, a little further below those body parts, they found a proper body whose face was completely destroyed. The police did not confirm this thing, that bone which they found is Shibli or not. After some time, they found some clothes over there. After identification of clothes, this was clear. This was their son. After seeing this, the police arrested everyone in charge of murder. But after the arrest, another shocking thing came to light. 26-year-old Umangching Marma told that Shibli was a very good friend of him, but 2 months ago, there was some fight between them regarding some matters, after which Umangching Marma, deciding that he would take revenge for this, he said in the statement that after killing Shibli, he himself cut Shibli's body parts into pieces and then grabbed his flesh, ate it, and then threw the remaining body down the hill. It was really a horrific act. As soon this thing came in the media, protests started entire country. People could not bear the anger, and people were asking for justice, and this case had become very big. On the evening of 11th September, when Umangching Murom and all the other accused were being taken away by the police. Meanwhile, the public took out Umangching Murom from the police custody. Public started beating him and give him punishment. The mob beat to such an extent that he died on the spot. With great difficulty, by releasing tear gas and lathi charge, he took out the remaining 5 accused and took them into custody. The remaining 5 people are still in jail, and now they are waiting for court's trial and procedure. Now Shibli's case ends here. Before you go, I request like, share, and subscribe the video. Thank you.